Many people don't really know why KZN Hawkshead Major General Lesetja Senona was removed from his office. Finally, the secrets he exposed at the Madlanga Commission, which set him on fire, are out. Watch until the end and see how he implicated himself. Hit the like button if you support his removal, and please don't forget to subscribe for more updates.
Text message from General Mkhwanazi to you. It's clear that other things were discussed in this meeting. For example, the information that was provided by Mr. Matlala. And in the text he says he volunteered information about a house address in Sandton where Sabia collects money using the state vehicle, and he paid 2 million rand towards Sabia's purchase of his plot. He also told me about Sabia's townhouse. Why is it you do not mention that in your statement?
Commissioners, first thing first, Mr. Matlala requested me to accompany him to the meeting with General Mkhwanazi. And as I've indicated, you read my paragraph, I was up and down there. And I was moving up and down. I said I might have not picked up all the discussions. And further to that, I was busy as well, consuming my liquor there. Some of the things I didn't happen to hear them.
Because you were in the kitchen?
I was moving up and down.
So can you describe this apartment? Is the kitchen a separate room? Is it a big apartment, a small apartment?
Open plan?
It's a relatively medium. When you come in, there's a TV and some couches, and then you move backwards. There is I can't remember because I didn't work, but there is something at the backwards. And then from here, if you are sitting there at row 2, and then here, you come in like this, and then is a kitchen with the kitchen units and everything. So I was moving from there, coming here, mixing whatever I was drinking. It's the whiskey, of course, and then taking my glass, going back, sitting there, consuming while they are talking. When it's done, my glass, I'll go back and fill up, because I was offered. I see here I also omitted to say it in my statement that I was offered whiskey, but I was offered whiskey. Some of the things I won't recall. It's not that it is by intention. I'm not withholding any information for the commission. If I wanted to withhold information from the commission, even these messages you wouldn't have got. So I'm withholding nothing. I'm here to come and assist the commission to deliver its mandate.
So the kitchen, I'm just trying to understand the layout, because it sounds like an open plan layout. The kitchen isn't a separate closed room. You can see the kitchen from the living room, is that correct?
You can see it, but you can't see it when you go deeper. You won't see, but you can see there is the kitchen.
Is it open planned?
Some sort of, but not 100%. Open plan, the way I understand it, from my perspective, commissioners, is that from here where I'm sitting, let's say this space, it's your launch, né? And then maybe 2 meters, and then just like this, then is the kitchen. That for me is an open plan. But when you're sitting here, you have to turn a little bit. Another person might call it an open plan. Another person like me, I will say it's not a fully open plan. The way we see it, the way we describe it, it will never be the same. But that's how I see it.
And why is it that Mr. Matlala wanted you to accompany him in this meeting?
He has already indicated in one of the things you gave us here, the transcripts, that he wanted me to accompany him because he believed that when he met with the general, he wanted to have that comfort of talking whatever he wanted to talk there.
Yes, so I'm not asking you what Mr. Matlala said to the ad hoc committee. I'm asking what was your conversation with Mr. Matlala? What did he say to you?
It is what he said in the ad hoc, and you gave us the transcripts. They are there.
Yes, I understand that. General, please answer the question that I'm asking you, which is not about the ad hoc committee. I'm asking about your interaction with Mr. Matlala. He asked you to come to a meeting, to accompany him to a meeting on 15 April.
Yes.
And you say, what? What did he do? When did he call you? What did he say? That's what I'm asking you.
I think we were talking on the 14th, and then he said, I want you to accompany me to a meeting that was arranged by General Tele between me and General Mkwanazi. And then he indicated he doesn't know General Mkwanazi, but he will feel comfortable for me to come there. And again, the general also, because I'm working with him, maybe he might also feel comfortable for me if I'm there, and then they can have discussions. I didn't refuse because I didn't see any wrong thing about that.
You knew that this meeting was to facilitate assistance for Mr. Matlala with his contractual problems with the SAPS, isn't that so?
I knew that it was regarding the purchase orders.
Right.
Because I asked, what is it the meeting all about? It was regarding the purchase orders.
Mm. And you didn't see any problem with that?
Correct.
You didn't see any problem with assisting a service provider to the SAPS who's having difficulties with their contract to facilitate or smooth the way? You had no problem with that as a very senior law enforcement officer responsible for organized crime, including, as you told us, one of the national priority crimes is government fraud.
I didn't see there's a problem accompanying a brother, a younger brother, to a meeting that I was not a full participant there. I was not. They were talking. The first time we were talking general things, and then from there they started to interact in their things. You know, greeting each other, how are you, where are you from, those general things, and then from there they came to discuss these things. I happened to hear what I...
So you'll see this is a document that's marked strictly confidential at the top, and it says confidential information concerning the identity of the president, and then it has information relating to President Ramaphosa. You see that?
I see the document, commissioners.
So why did he send this to you?
I also do not know. And if he sent it to me, I didn't open. If he sent it to me, I didn't open it. You know, these documents, when I look at them now, because it's now that I see the contents, I would have reported this to my principal.
So you would have reported this to your principal?
Yes, because it is unusual that a private person can have these documents. So I didn't open them. I didn't know what was inside. But if I knew, commissioners, definitely I would have written an information note to my supervisor, informing him about this, what I've just discovered with a person of so-and-so, Mr. Matlala.
So you're saying that, again, you're saying in the meeting where he sends you simultaneously these documents, he doesn't say anything to you about what he's sending to you. You have no discussion about it.
That's correct.
In the course of the meeting, and you have no discussion about it after the meeting either.
That's correct, commissioners. I didn't read it. If I read it, the communication after that was going to be there about it, but I was going to write an information note to my supervisor in order for action to be taken, what needs to be taken. Investigation.
Sorry, Ms. Hassim. There are actually two things that arise from this, and one is what Ms. Hassim has referred to, which is he did not tell you what this was. The second thing is did he tell you anything at all with regard to sending these documents? This is actually a question that my colleague, Commissioner Valoy, asked. But I just want clarity on it and to say we just must be clear what you say about these two things. You've responded to the one that Ms. Hassim is raising. But I want to know, did Mr. Matlala say to you, my brother, I am now sending you something? Did he say that at all,
No.
as you were sitting there?
No, Commissioner.
So you are sitting there, you are at a meeting, you are discussing whatever it is you are discussing, so he silently just sends you these documents, these 3 documents, and he's completely mum about them.
Commissioners, he will be the one who will answer why did he send it to me. It is an unfortunate, I never happened to open and read this document.
No, please, I'm not asking you about opening. I'm asking you now about the two of you sitting together, having a discussion at a meeting, and he sends you this. He's silent, completely silent. He does not even say, please have a look, I've just sent you something, or I've sent you something, please have a look when you find time. Nothing like that. He sends them, he's silent about them.
Didn't see any problem with that.
Correct.
You didn't see any problem with assisting a service provider to the SAPS who's having difficulties with their contract to facilitate or smooth the way. You had no problem with that as a very senior law enforcement officer responsible for organized crime, including, as you told us, one of the national priority crimes is government fraud.
I didn't see it as a problem accompanying a brother, a younger brother, to a meeting that I was not a full participant there. I was not, they were talking. The first time we were talking general things, and then from there they started to interact in their things. You know, greeting each other, how are you, where are you from, those general things, and then from there they came to discuss these things. I happened to hear what I've listed here. The ones that I've not listed, I've not heard about the discussions, because I don't see any problem in me taking him there. Because also, I was not privy to any information in that Mr. Matlala is a subject of investigation of whatever cases he has been arrested and charged for.
8. All the way, and that's March, that's the 6th of March. And you have told us that from the 5th you are now wary of him or his communications, and you have decided to terminate communication on the 5th of March. So the page I'm referring you to, on page 28, there's communication there, still between you and Mr. Matlala, and that's the 6th of March. I will not go through the texts that are there one by one, but from that page, from page 28 all the way to page 60, communication between the two of you continues unabated. And at times, you are the one that initiates the communication. And this in circumstances where you say that on the 5th of March, you had decided to terminate communication. So all the way up to page 60, and page 60 being in May, from 5 March, in May, continue over many pages, 28 to 60. At times, you being the initiator of the communications. Do you seriously want us to believe you that you ever wanted to terminate communication with Mr. Matlala?
The relationship, commissioners, and what is happening, the way I took it, I understood what the commissioner said about my position and where am I working, but it is the relationship, not necessarily the communication per se. Hence, I'm saying I was trying to move away from him in order to terminate the relationship. But I see that it took
So,
me.
so I just, let me understand this. I'm sorry, I know you asked for protection earlier, but I just want to understand this. So, you want to terminate their relationship, but having terminated the relationship, you want to continue communicating with him. So, communication without a relationship. In the context of people who have otherwise been having a relationship of brother and brother. Does that make sense?
Not really that, commissioners. Maybe it took me too long to cut it off, but gradually, in my mind, in my soul, I wanted to, but I took it gradually. So I see that the period, it is indeed a point of concern. And then I do understand what the commissioner is saying.
So,
and I see, hence I'm saying it took me too long.
so had he not been arrested, it could well have continued to the present day.
No, I don't think so, Commissioner.
Where would it have ended? Where would it have ended? The page 28 to 60 that I'm referring you to is continuing unabated, and yet in March already you say you are wary of him and you want to terminate whatever it is you wanted to terminate. When would it have ended had he not been arrested at the point at which he was?
It was going to be ended, Commissioner.
When?
It's a pity.
The question is when, General, when?